Hey there. I'm Meredith Noble, co-founder of Learn Grant Writing, where we help those that are looking for a more flexible career become paid grant writers. All right, so here are my 5 strategies that I've used to grow my business to 7 figures in revenue. Number one, Dreamy customer journey mapping. And why I say this is that I went to business school too, right? And I thought I understood my customer and I understand the essence of a customer journey map. No, I didn't. It wasn't until our business almost folded and we had to go get normal jobs that we finally went to truly doing an exhaustive customer discovery process. And within those interviews, we learned everything we needed to know about building a new product, marketing to that person, everything, every bit of wisdom came from those customer journey maps. And now it is an annual part of our business, and we do it every year in the fall. And so if you want a link that more exhaustively describes the Dreamy customer journey map process, please feel free to reach out. Okay, 2, the power of 1 to 7 figures. We built a 7-figure business with one product, the Global Grant Writing Collective. It's a course, community, and coaching program in one. There's nothing else to it. We added a second course thinking that that would help. No, it completely ended up being, honestly, it sabotaged the first one because then people didn't know what to do, right? Like if you make a purchase decision hard, people just won't make the purchase decision. So the essence of this is learned from my favorite coach, Dan Martell, where the idea is, okay, we have one product. We have one very narrow niche in terms of target market. We have one marketing distribution channel. We give it hell for 1 year, and I am missing one of something else. So I can't remember what it is. But the essence is focus, focus, focus on one thing instead of spreading yourself wide and not really doing anything at the best it could possibly be done. Okay, tip number 3, data, not drama in pricing. Look, I'm getting ready to increase the price of my program, and so I know exactly how emotional this process can be. We bring all of our own weird baggage to charging things, and it's a pain. But here's what did change things for us. The only reason we have a business today is because I got over myself a little bit and we tripled the price of our program. And it wasn't from some arbitrary number that we selected from thin air. We often, you'll hear the acronym cost to acquire a customer, CAC. But I don't love that measurement because it doesn't tell you the cost to acquire and service that customer. What does it mean to not only get the customer purchase, but to also serve them for the entire duration that they are a customer of yours? And so when you have that number, that helps you really understand, okay, that's the true cost here. Am I really charging enough? And right now, if you're just getting started, your cost to service a customer are not completely accurate because you're wearing all the hats. And so for that reason, I want you to build out a dream budget. What is the dream team? What are they paid? What are you spending on marketing costs? What are you spending going to cool events and resources? And what do you want for profit margins, right? So factor that number in and then you back into it. Honestly, I want you to build that for your $1 million company, right? Like just reverse it and go from there. And that number tells you what you need to charge at or above, right? Okay. Tip number 4 is build an SOP playbook, standard operating procedures. So essentially the essence here is if you're doing anything repeatable and you need to be able to pass that task on to somebody else, and it is like the Bible of your business. So for instance, this August, my co-founder and I both took off 3 and 4 weeks respectively, pieced out, and we needed to hire someone for a very key, decently complex role. We found the person right before we ended up leaving, gave her the 3 SOPs pertaining to her job, a point of contact in the program or in the business for any questions. And guess what? She was up and running, executing like I said, a pretty complex proposed job within days, not an ounce of burden to myself or my co-founder to deal with anything related to hiring and onboarding. And she's been smoothly executing ever since. So the SOP playbook will save you so much headache and time that I can't recommend it enough. And the book to really go learn about that is, I have it behind me. Okay. It's right here. So it's Dan Martell's book, Buy Back Your Time. Get unstuck or claim your freedom and build your empire. Yeah, this is the essence of why we have a 7-figure business. Okay, really recommend it. Okay, and then tip number 5, and what definitely helped us and continues to serve us today, is it's the concept of embracing a 7-star experience. So I, way back in the day, was listening to Ryan Chesky, co-founder of Airbnb, be interviewed by Reid Hoffman. And he was talking about how when he was thinking about the Airbnb journey, he was like, okay, what does a customer get for a 5-star experience? What's a 6-star, 7-star experience, 8-star, 9-star? Okay, 9 stars, 10 stars, going all the way up to, I think it was 11 or 12 stars. Okay, 12 stars. Elon Musk, back when he was cool, would land and on his rocket and take you to space and then drop you right off back at your Airbnb. And right, okay, so that's going to be nearly impossible to execute. But when we go through that thought exercise and you back up to 7 stars, which is actually still pretty logistically complicated, all of a sudden you realize, okay, this is achievable. It's just going to require like a higher personalized touch. So we mail our members like really cool swag at different milestones to celebrate their journey. And it's a pain. It's like not a pain because we love it, because we love gifts in the mail, but it's like logistically complicated. And it's worth it to us though, because that's the difference between a program that just like takes your money and a program that, and any sort of product that's delivering on this incredible experience. And so we'll even ask ourselves like, okay, do we want to do this or do we want to do that? And someone will pipe up and say, well, does that create a 7-star experience? And that is how it'll influence our decisions. So hope that is helpful. To do a quick recap, the 5 strategies that have grown us to 7 figures is Dreamy customer journey mapping every year, the power of 1 to 7 figures, data, not drama in pricing, build an SOP playbook, and embrace a 7-star experience. Hope you found that helpful, and that's a wrap.